Hello there, commanders, and welcome to another Total War Arena news update. This time I think we're getting a glimpse to the patch notes that will come to us on the 23rd of September. And I say glimpse because I really do hope it is just a glimpse. If it is full patch notes that we have waited for 4 months, that's pretty yikes. But well, let's get into it. We have Total War Arena will be the first to understand the changes in the non-deleted version on 23rd September. Yeah, so be the first to understand the patch notes. Okay. On 20 of September 23, the Epic War Strategy Competitive Online game Total War Arena will be launched without file deletion. Different from the previous Pioneer Test 1 and 2 tests, the version will not be deleted, will add a lot of content and optimization adjustments, bringing new and old players a better gaming experience and feel the unique epic 6000 max of Total War, the magnificent battle in the same screen. Okay, so this is, added 7 classic maps. We've already covered this in the separate news article. Well, they've covered in a separate news article and I've covered in a separate video. But here they are. Hadrian's Long City, Avia, which is probably Gergovia. That's my favorite. Lubicon River. Yeah, Marathon, so most likely Marathon. Germania, oh, that's one correctly. Teutonic Fort Forest, close. And Issus is Oasis. So those 7 maps are returning. The only one map that will be missing compared to the previous Total War Arena version, the Wargaming version, is Capua. They probably have withdrawn it for a rework because that one is so asymmetric that it really doesn't fit the new game mode. Although, if you want it, just move the bases and you're fine. But well, maybe they need some more time to work on it, or might just want to rework it altogether. We'll see. But as a change, 7 new maps compared to the previous Chinese tests are coming. With the release of Total War Arena without deleting files, it will also bring 7 brand new my ass, battle maps. They are Hadrian's Wall, Teutoburg Forest, Rubicon, Oasis, Marathon, Germania, and Gergovia. His translation is a little bit better. Around these maps, the generals of Rome, Greece, Carthage, and barbarians have written countless stories, as if barbarians don't have commanders, okay? And generals. And you, this time, will rewrite history in it. Once again, feel the impact of civilization at the wild at Hadrian's Wall, counterattack the surging Persian fleet in the Marathon, and achieve your legend. Okay. And here we have 2 pictures which are kind of patch notes, so let's get right into them. Game comprehensive adjustment. In-office experience acquisition adjustment. Depending on the level difference between the 2 units at the time of battle, the lower units will receive additional in-office experience. That's really good. I think it's straightforward. I don't really need to explain what it is. But yeah, just makes sense. Makes the other units that are behind in terms of experience catch up faster. Makes battle more equal and snowballing harder to achieve. Battle map adjustment. Modify the base of the map Passage of Augustus to fill the point position. To avoid the remote unit can directly attack the enemy unit after given point from one fill point. I think they're referring to the 2 base spawn points that are so close to each other, just like on an opposite side of a building. And yeah, archers can just shoot each other from those. So I guess that's what they're addressing. Optimize the display of all battle map battlefield edges. I do hope this is the camera feedback I've been giving, finally, but it may just be like improvement to how nicely they look graphically. I don't know. I do hope that we will be able to just put camera further back near the edge of the battlefield, because that's so fucking annoying for so much time since Steam. Well, continuing on, we'll just see what it is, I guess. Battle performance income adjustment. Enhance the impact of player performance on earnings in the battle. That's really good because, yeah, what we've noticed so far is that no matter whether you just do absolutely nothing or you carry the shit out of your team, the rewards you're getting are pretty much always the same. So, yeah, rewarding better players better. Sign me up. Battle mode optimization adjustment. The current status of the friends will be displayed on the friendly information list on the left side of the interface when the friendly player returns, makes up, withdraws in battle. So friendly is allied. Okay, but like maybe it's your friends list. But no, those are the list of allies on the left and on left and enemies on the right. So that will be like their status will be displayed, how much time they have left until respawn or something. Was that really the case, or was it just only in replays? Well, I guess him returning wasn't really shown. It was only respawn. Okay. When the player holds down the Alt key in the battle and clicks the withdraw button, in the battle chat box will automatically send a message that is only visible to the friends. What about the current player ready to withdraw back to base? Well, yeah, you know, like you hold Alt and click your abilities, and it's like, hey, Vengeance, this much cooldown left, right? Or Vengeance ready. So you communicate that to your units, your allies. So you can click Alt and hold the fallback button on your interface, and that will tell them, it's like, hey, I'm ready to withdraw the base, right? So who's with me? Because yeah, we've seen like only archer players returning and no melee units returning to defend the base, and that didn't went so well. Well, let's get onto the second picture. Game unit adjustment. All gun units. They're all ranged units or heavy artillery units, I think. But given that, well, we have heavy artillery here on the screenshot, I'll assume this is heavy artillery. Slightly improve the survival capacity of all gun units. Increase the block probability of the arrow from 1% to 10% and 1-3. I think it's 30%. When other long-range units attacks are received. So essentially their missile block is going up from 1 to 10 or 13. I mean, they will still take most of the damage, so it doesn't really matter, but the fucking catapult itself just blocks everything. I mean, not the small one, but the big one just blocks literally everything. And yeah, heavy artillery really doesn't need any buffs. Please don't. And then light artillery units. Reduce the light gun unit, resulting in a firing position suitable for the light gun unit, so light artillery unit, on the friendly army. Reduce the impact of roadblocks, so it's barricades, on light artillery fire. Reduce the height of the roadblocks by 50%, and do not affect the protection effect of the roadblocks. Reduce the impact of light artillery on fire when it receives terrain such as forests. So when you deploy light artillery in a forest or just shoot through a forest, it is less likely that your bolt will get stuck in a tree. I guess that's what they're saying. And all the barricades will just be lower. So when you deploy a barricade and then put your light artillery behind a barricade, then you can actually shoot through the barricade. Still pretty stupid to me, but who does that? I would just deploy stakes. If cavalry charges through stakes, cavalry dies, but I guess you die then as well. And if they charge into a barricade, they get the charge damage as if they charge into a wall? I don't know. Fuck barricades in general, and fuck stakes, to be honest. Well, I mean, those are nowhere near the first issues that I would fix with Total War Arena, but apparently they're buffing both heavy artillery and light artillery in a very weird way. But okay, I guess. Sure. Let's read on. Multiple optimizations to enhance the gaming experience. In this new version, Total War Arena also made a series of adjustments to the game's combat system, allowing players to experience a more balanced and more strategic battle. In battle, when a low-level unit encounters a high-level unit, the low-level unit will also gain additional in-game experience. Yeah, that was already on the screenshot, hello? Oh yeah, I guess they're covering that. Really? your favorite, also spelled without the U, got them Americans. Your favorite artillery unit will get more survivability bonuses because of the increase in the probability of arrow block. At the same time, the probability of light artillery damage to friendly forces will also be reduced. Ah, so less friendly fire with artillery. And the impact of roadblocks on light artillery will also be reduced. If it is lowered, the forest and other terrain will no longer have too much influence on it. Yeah, so just... Wait. What? I understand the forest, right? But the friendly fire? So I think artillery now just shoot in higher arcs, so they can both lob them above the lower barricades and lob them above friendly units, because, well, that was the issue, kind of, where you deploy artillery in the back, right? Deploy your barricades and stakes for safety, I guess, and then start shooting, right? But if there are any allied units engaged with your enemies, then you'll just deal a shit ton of friendly fire. So they're increasing the arc so that light artillery can shoot over friendly units and hit enemy units. And also, I guess, above certain terrain features, which previously, well, you just shoot the ground instead of being able to lob the projectile over a small hill or something. So yeah, not sure if I am a fan of that. That will be probably pretty fucking annoying. We'll see. But yeah, any artillery buffs, just please don't. Well. With the adjustments of the supply points of Augustus Passage Base, range units will not be able to directly attack enemy units at another supply point from one supply point. Yeah, sure, what I covered before. In addition, when you resurrect supply and retreat from the battle, the system will also show you the status of your friendly forces, allowing you to know the situation of your army at any time and decide your next strategy. Don't mention the left thingy, but I wonder how it will work. But I've probably just, like when someone chooses, like, okay, I died and I will spawn at point B, and then you have like a little B and the timer next to their nickname, so we know that this guy will respawn at B in X seconds. So I guess they're just expanding that system. Make good use of these adjustments, and you will be more confident to face every next battle and use more new tactics to face your opponents. Sure. Interface update, easy to use, no barriers. The adjustment of the game interface is designed to help players lower the barrier to getting started, so that players can easily find the functions they need. In this new version, Total War Arena adds 3 new buttons: Army, oh, that was just Tech Tree, right? Teaching and shops. Teaching probably are guides. Interesting. And shop, well, shop for premium stuff. To the main interface, and merges social functions and battle playback under social. So if you want to watch replays, they're under social now, I guess. Yeah, it was previously the separate tab that was called Watch, if I remember correctly. You can click on the teaching module under the new main interface to learn about basic game operations and advanced teaching related content, so that you can get started with the game more easily. I wonder what the advanced thing is. I wonder if it will be also in English. Because the new tips about the waypoints, I think they're also available in English. They're not like Chinese only. So yeah, it's just CA puts them in the game in English, like, yo, translate this for us, I guess. I don't know. But I assume they will be in English as well. So it will be interesting to look into them and see what CA has come up with. What kind of advanced teachings they have for me. Surprise me. In addition to the above content, the new version will also add a new guild function. Please call it a clan. Guild is like, so 2000. It was for World of Warcraft. Just call it a clan, goddammit. So that like-minded players can create or join clans at any time to chat and fight together. Although they're thousands of miles away from each other, I mean, China is pretty big, so probably it also still fits within China. As long as you are in the same guild, you can fight side by side with your friends in the arena against powerful enemies. Okay, I guess easier to fight together with friends. That's nice. Looking forward to it, and well, I guess that is it for this news update. We've got some patches, but if this is all like balance changes, if this is literally it, just slight buff to heavy artillery and a slight buff to light artillery, and then some adjustment in terms of XP gain and some supply zones, healing zones on Passage of Augustus. That's really not much for 4 months of downtime. But let me assume that there is something more, or even if it's not coming with this very patch, it will be coming soon in a new patch, like for example a new faction. That would justify the little amount of changes that we are seeing here. Well, we've prepared this little amount of changes for this patch because we are working on this new faction. Haha, have here a new faction, enjoy. That will be acceptable. But oh, that is it for this episode of Total War News Update, I guess. Check the links down in the description to help us bring Total War back to the West, so we can read proper patch notes for once, right? And have our own servers without high ping. And while you're there, you can friendly fire the subscribe button, the like button, or dislike button if you dislike my rambling while you're even here then. And yeah, you can feel also very special if you click the notification bell. That would really make my day. So, I'll see you on Arenas and Battlefields, Commanders.